Repeat after me. I align with my highest timeline and claim it right here, right now. What is mine is already here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. What are you manifesting? What are you wanting to embody and to create as your absolute heaven on earth? I'm looking at the card over there again. That's what the channel is for, Lemuria, and heaven on earth is happening. I'm sensing that you're going through some new awakening, some spiritual upgrade. There's been intense solar flares. There's been this activation as Gaia, Mother Earth, is ascending grid-wise as well. And we're feeling her ascension. And we're experiencing it since we're not separate from that, from nature. We're all connected and all connected to that grid as well within us. However, not everyone here is consciously choosing to ascend or to evolve or is aware of that. And that's perfectly fine because everything is serving its divine purpose. That's not to say that such energies are not deserving of love. So that was coming up as an energy of forgiveness, perhaps, where you may be forgiving former versions of yourself that you may be seeing reflected to you in the mirror right now. I'll give you a story as an example. I saw this beautiful woman this morning coming back from a hike that I was on and was admiring, appreciating even the wedge shoes she was wearing and what they were, how they were really flattering her calves, and I was appreciating her legs, and it just kind of like, wow, she's so beautiful. She's a beautiful woman and had beautiful legs. And I think this is a beautiful thing to appreciate something in somebody else or to think that somebody potentially has something that's better than what you have and you see it, but don't feel any sense of comparison or envy or jealousy. Literally, like, oh my God, that's amazing. I'm happy for you. Literal, like, this is beautiful and appreciate it, to appreciate the beauty of it. And anyway, the point of telling this story is she was walking kind of behind a man and attempting to, in a way, as she was crossing the street, to speed up a little bit and walking faster than perhaps she wanted to, but still quite, comfortable in that. And I was catching up with her and just feeling this activation of a truth and this wanting to express this Mercury retrograde in Leo. Leo is being like, allow yourself to shine, and it's not holding back. It's your authentic truth coming out of you. You may feel very ignited in creative expression right now. So anyway, what just comes out of me was, excuse me, sorry, are you with him who was walking like ahead of her, like a good bit? And she said yes. And I just instantly, no holding back. And not wanting to be an energy of judgment, but it was just truth coming out of me. Said he should be walking next to you. You deserve that. And then added a have a nice day, very compassionately and kindly. And she smiled and she said thank you. And she continued to follow him. And I was just thinking, well, never underestimate the power of planting a seed. It's not that you're going out there deliberately trying to fight the injustices of the world and hold up your own hand to how you have your own blind spots and nobody's perfect here. We've all got our own imperfections and flaws and the things that we work through. I'm very happy to admit and put my hand up to that. Yeah, what I was seeing and witnessing then was occurring to me was you're giving healing to a former version of you. You're seeing that this used to be you. I mean, I used to be in that reality with a previous partner of mine who would do that. And it was just like so narcissistic to hurriedly walk in front of you in an energy almost of expecting you to kind of trail behind like a dog or something, and it's just horrendous. And saying that as a treat because I was looking at her and going, "Oh my God, you fabulous goddess! He should be walking next to you. He should be, whether or not you hold hands. I mean, it's open to your interpretation. What you prefer, you do you. But at least walking next to her, or walking at a comfortable pace, or turning around and having some regard for her presence, being there with him, and it just brought this back to me, like, oh my God, no, 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 no. I couldn't help but say something. It just had to come out. And you may feel very activated at this time to express something creatively coming out of you. And you can always do that through the lens of it being conscious and it being loving, like that truth is loving somehow. And I felt it was to me, it was something spoken from a place of love and wanting to uplift her also, or kind of pouring love on the situation in a way, like, you deserve more. I literally was saying to her. And anyway, feel free to have your opinion on that, but it just came out of me. Do you feel something wants to come out of you that's wanting to be expressed? And I will invite you to reflect on discernment, on whether or not you feel that creative expression is worthwhile and is potent and is going to land. Otherwise, you may find silence is better, to not give your energy to something that you feel is not going to be constructive or worthwhile, and that is within your power to know in discernment and in following your intuition. So, anyway, on my walk today was really coming through in this download of information coming through, if you will, was the fun factor and how fun has evolved for so many of us, I think, in the last 5 years since the pandemic and this retreating from the world and this isolation and this hermit mode, and a lot of spiritual awakenings were going on as well. And how many people have evolved in their self-concept and have stepped into becoming entrepreneurs or creators or leading a new life, or moving out of cities into the countryside, and vice versa. And a range of things have happened. A lot of relationships have come to an end, and people are redefining themselves. And this is happening in a whole new way in the next couple of years. And I mean, a lot of ascension and people redefining what's fun to them, and have perhaps lost a sense of what's fun to them, or no longer enjoying the same kind of fun in the things that they used to find fun. For instance, if you no longer drink alcohol, your go-to would have been going out on Friday, or social circles having drinks together, and no longer being part of that drinking culture. Your idea of fun is wildly different now. It could be sitting in silence with a book. Like, who knew? Yay! Like, it could be fun in dancing in your own living space, not necessarily having to go to a club or to a bar or to be in a group setting to enjoy that and to see that mirrored, or to be on the vibe with others, that you can simply play music right where you are and have a dance and be in fun within your own energy. And you may be finding that you're activating more fun within you in a sense of aliveness, and how connecting to that aliveness is your through portal to abundance, to magnetism, to opportunities, to radiance, to joy, to authentic connection that is resonating with the frequency that you're on now, at your level of consciousness now, and how this is all evolving as you awake, creating a new level of your idea of heaven and what is blissful to you, and that blissful state bringing and generating true aliveness within you, and how bringing in that creativity, that shine, that Leo expression and creativity. If you pour that into your creative power, into what is like downloaded into you, into what you feel divinely inspired to do in that God, Goddess, life force energy that you have within you, and connecting to that truly can unlock magic for you. New connections, new opportunities. You can magnetize, you can attract more to you being in that energy, rather than being in the energy of seeking and actively trying to be productive in your actions so much, yet to simply be in creation within your energy without necessarily having the output or the outlet, simply in your vibration, allowing even less is more, and being in more restful states, and being in pleasure, and being in bliss, and being in enjoyment. And how knowing that from broadcasting that from your frequency, you may be even more divinely inspired. You may be even more creative in a new way that gives you more of a sense of fun and playfulness through your writing, through your art, through your expression, your dance, through what you feel inspired or guided to do and explore and try and experience and meet new people. And how this openness can really open up new doors and new magic and new abundance for you. So I'm being given the message today not to spiral. If you find you are feeling, you don't know what's going on or what's happening, or further into the unknown, or you feel a sense of stagnancy, that's because you've lost a sense of aliveness in your energy. What brings you a sense of aliveness, enthusiasm, entails in being back in that godly state activated within you? If the old is resurfacing, or you're seeing things mirrored in your reality, such as that experience I told the story about, don't see it as a test, and don't see it as you going backwards, because it's not that. It's signs of your progress. It's being able to look and see how far you have come, and to celebrate the signs of that evolution and progress that I can see and witness even in connections, in relationships, in my environment sometimes, of people who are misaligned together, whether they're conscious of it or not, staying in a relationship for a sense of false security, or for fear of not finding something out or someone else, or not being fulfilled otherwise, that it's a sense of lack in that energy. It's not abundant. It's not a state of wholeness. It's not a conscious choice of, I desire to be with you because this connection is complementary and we pour into and feed one another's growth and evolution, while having a liberated love of detachment also, and allowing each other a freedom or spaciousness to grow as individuals within the connection. Take that as it resonates for you. To me, that is, the ideal interdependent state, or not a codependency, and having a healthy, secure attachment style. And you do want to apply that to your workings with the universe also, and to have a healthy, secure attachment style with God, with the universe, with your creative life force, with your creativity, in allowing there to be a spaciousness for growth and expansion and processing and integration of energy is also coming to me now, so that you're not in an anxious, avoidant energy of spiraling, of questioning what's wrong, of needing anything, needing evidence or proof or signs, of running away or escaping or avoiding things, self-sabotaging or procrastinating also, yet doing the hard work when it's needed, relaxing and letting go otherwise, because you know all is well and you're safe and secure in that divine partnership and relationship. That's just coming right through me. It's quite beautiful to consider as a concept, but to have a healthy attachment style with the workings of the universe, and having that be an anchor for you in cultivating a rooted trust and certainty and groundedness within your energy at this time, if you're going through change, transition, and things are pivoting and you feel stretched into some kind of new era of your life. I'm personally really feeling that lately, in certain things no longer working or flowing. I'm wondering, okay, where do we go from here? What's happening now? And reflecting and spending more time in nature and journaling and working on finalizing a project that I've been working on for quite some time, yet wanting to inject more aliveness and enthusiasm into the process, rather than becoming stagnant with it or becoming frustrated. Or you can take that as it resonates for you, if that's where you are right now and you feel like you're about to turn the page on a chapter that you've been in for perhaps quite some time, and you're starting over with something new, or a new chapter, or a new level, a new next level. And that might give you a questioning of what responsibilities you may have now, or what demands may be placed on you in terms of your time and your energy or commitments. And yet that is still all within your own power. When you come back to the knowing of that, and the knowing of that divine partnership, that you're never given more than what you can handle at any given moment. It's in your reality because you're perfectly equipped to handle whatever it may be. If it's a challenge or it's something new and exciting that you feel might be out of your breath, that it is actually perfect for you, and you have undergone all of the training ground in order to receive that. You've done all the inner work and alchemy and transformation in order for that to be here now. It's coming right through. And what you can do is just witness. Don't absorb things. Don't be too in your mental state about it, but to release and shed the older versions of you, knowing that you're a new you now. You have evolved. Keep it simple, keep it light in your energy, so that you can be the container for this new expanded version of you that's coming in. Are you feeling that you're there, that something new is happening, and you can get an enthusiasm and aliveness and excitement and expansion and in an openness to receive, being more receptive in your energy. I had this experience and was guided to share. I've written it down here. I'm looking at my notes. Here's what I'm looking down at on mirror work and how it can be very profound as an alchemist and to expand in your energy. It's very important to allow yourself to feel your feelings, to feel what is arising or coming up, and to bear witness to it and to give complete love and grace and compassion to whatever it may be. I had a moment in the mirror recently of looking at myself very deeply in the eyes and saying, "Oh my God, that's not you anymore." And there was an emotional release there. And there was again a grace and butterfly tapping and self-soothing, which is very, very useful to do, to apologize even to yourself and say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry for experiences that you may have lived through or put yourself through in the past, which are so far removed from who you are now." Even bear witness to that evolution and progress, and to forgive yourself, to have any self-forgiveness, to release things, to give love to yourself, to say, "Oh my God, I apologize. I apologize for having believed in less before, because now I see that you are worthy and deserving of so much more." You can have these profound moments with yourself and looking at yourself very deeply in the eyes. And one of these moments actually in my life some years back really literally saved my life, which I'm okay to say that I had woken up from a situation which I might not have. And all there was looking at the spark of light in my eyes, in which I said to myself and made a commitment with myself, "Something new is starting here now, and I choose you." It was profound. I really profoundly believe in mirror work. I've done workshops on this and masterclasses in the power of mirror work, and not only in terms of the mirror principle of what you're seeing reflected to you in your reality, but that actual physical looking at and observing yourself and observing your inner dialogue and how you speak to yourself and refining it and being conscious and being loving of yourself is profound for alchemy and for inner expansion and transformational work that can take you into embodying wholeness, embodying greater truth, and being more loving of yourself, in which all is mirrored to you in expanded states and elevated frequency and possibilities and magic from witnessing and honoring that. Firmly, firmly believe in it brings you into presence with yourself and into aliveness, because you're no longer escaping, avoiding yourself. You're fully present to yourself and your evolution, and that makes you alive in the now moment. It's profound. Go do it. Believe in yourself. Believe you deserve more. And then again, that brings me back to I align with my highest timeline. What is mine is already here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Do you drop a comment? Let me know what your highest timeline is, what you're claiming and anchoring it into your energy right here, right now, what the new chapter you feel is for you as you surrender to it and you allow yourself to be more receptive. You create space, you connect with your aliveness, with your pleasure and your passion and your purpose and your creative expression, knowing that it's taking you to whole new levels of abundance, health, harmony, vitality, connection, authenticity, truth, beauty, love, and wealth, prosperity, everything, because everything truly does come from pouring more into being more you. If anyone would like to step into empowerment coaching with me to look at your North Node placements, aspects of your birth chart, of your energy, to scan your energy, to look at any intuitive insights that may come through for you, channel messages, to ignite clarity on your path somehow. I would be very happy to do that with you, to do energy healing with you, or for you to receive activations to Reiki, which has been profound in my own transformational journey. And you can check out reviews from other people who have stepped into this process with me in the description box below. Thank you for being here, and enjoy this Mercury retrograde and other retrogrades that we're moving into as the invitation to truly be more intimate with yourself and do more introspection and refine in how you're moving forward into a whole new level, and a whole new chapter, a whole new way of being, and being over doing, bringing you everything. That's the blessing. See you in the next one.